Back in 2019, I got a message from my cricket head at school and he urgently called me to his office. I was confused because I was thinking, what is going on? And I walked into his office a bit nervous and he just said something about a scholarship. And my first thought was, what school? And he just looked at me and was like, no, it's not a school. It is Make a Difference Leadership Foundation. He gave me the forms and then I was so excited to go home and just give my mother and my father the news of the scholarship opportunity. Later in the year, I found out that I received the scholarship. High school wasn't always the easiest, but I knew I wasn't always the smartest. But something is that I always work hard. And that is definitely something that Matt saw in me. The transition from high school to first year as Afrikaans student, doing physio in CA in first year in English, it wasn't easy. Everything I know in Afrikaans, I have to shift it into English somehow. And they've always supported me in that way, the checking calls, the scholar visits. So you've always had that comfort and support from their side. My first year in university was back in 2023 and I was supposed to start my final exams on the 30th of October. 2 days before that, the Saturday night, on the day of the World Cup, the Rugby World Cup, my father passed away. I remember I didn't know what to do. It was all news to me and I didn't know how to act. I still decided to go write my first paper 2 days later. And the part that stood out for me was how MAD made it easier in the way that they took over everything. They sent the emails to my lecturers, they took over all of the communication. All I had to focus on was my exams and obviously the funeral arrangements. Usually with funerals and stuff, people, they care about you, they show they care, they are there. But that's usually just until the funeral is done. But MAD, they've been with me throughout the year, up until now, and it hasn't stopped. I can definitely feel the love and the care that I get from them. Over the last few years, my academics have moved up, my marks have increased. That's probably the best possible way I can thank them. Then from a cricket perspective, they've always made sure that my tours are covered, that I'm equipped for the new cricket seasons. I still have massive dreams. With MAD behind my back, I know that is still possible. All I can say is thank you so much for Make a Difference Leadership Foundation. That is my MAD story.